6 people, 6 Ghanaians have been sentenced to death by hanging for planning a coup d'etat in Ghana in 2019. Now, this is an update on the story. On social media, a lot of people were asking, why are they going to hang them? Why are they talking about hanging these people? Whilst there are other punishments or there are other lethal or other ways to, punish these people. Now, I'm going to give you an update from a lawyer, the attorney, talking about why it was the court's decision to hang the plotters. I also give you a little history, a little background story on what is happening. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. A very good afternoon to you. My name is Kwabena. This is the Kwabena Show. Here we tell you what is trending on social media. Now, I believe that yesterday was trending everywhere that 6 people are supposed to die for planning a coup d'etat. Now, for those of you who don't know what a coup d'etat is, a coup d'etat is a group of, it's when people come around to overthrow the sitting president or to overthrow a country's leadership and take over and then, run things themselves. Now, in Ghana, there has been a coup d'etat in Ghana before, which I am trying to find a year for you. The first coup d'etat in Ghana happened in, I think, let me be sure again. Yes. So, the first military coup in Ghana happened on the 24th of February 1996. The National Liberation Council overthrew Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, and the Convention People's Party while he was on a peace mission in Hanoi, Vietnam. So that was when the first coup d'etat happened. And you know one thing about coup d'etat, when coup d'etats happen, the country slows down. Everything in the nation slows, everything spoils, everything messes up. It was a military coup d'etat in that time, 1966. I wasn't born by then. I'm sure some of you were not born. Now, the main point why people are saying that it is wrong or it is harsh for the government or the court to give them hanging as a penalty. Now, this is what the attorney has to say about the decision by the court. Now, he said that they made hanging the decision because they want the people of the country to understand that coup d'etat is not something that should be encouraged or entertained. Or if you are even watching me right now and you have thoughts or you made up your mind to have a coup d'etat one day in Ghana, this act should make you know that if you are caught, this is what is going to happen to you. So don't even think about it. Now, 6 people were sentenced to death, life imprisonment by hanging, and 3 people have been convicted. I'm sure their judgment is also going to come because they said that they were acquaintance, like they were acquaintance to the coup d'etat. They supported, like they helped in information or something of that sort. Now, as it stands right now, the 3 people, we don't know their judgments right now, but it's been a long time since hanging. It wasn't completely abolished. Hanging, like death hanging in Ghana, it wasn't completely abolished. It wasn't completely abolished, but it has come.
It's okay. Honorable, please, what's your assessment of today's decision?
I think it's a very historic occasion. It's the first treason trial in the Republic of Ghana and the Fourth Republic. Indeed, it's the very first time. If we go to the law report, it's the first treason trial since 1963. And therefore, no doubt the occasion, the shame must not be lost on all. And for me, it has a lot of significance for the Constitution of Ghana. The Constitution is the fundamental law of the country. It's the one which has sustained the peace and stability of the nation. And that is why the Constitution frowns seriously upon any attempt to overthrow the Constitution and has actually categorized it as an offense punishable by death. So indeed, the proceedings, as you will notice, were quite irregular in the sense that it was a High Court composed of 3 justices, considered by 3 justices of the High Court, and that's in accordance with Article 19 of the Constitution. And it was a trial that was painstakingly conducted by the prosecution. The trial, if you remember, started actually on a Saturday. It was started on 24th April 2021, a Saturday, because the seriousness of the occasion, the Chief Justice was compelled to put that report on that day, and I came to open the trial. And so we must commend the High Court for painstakingly conducting this trial, and actually I appreciated the meticulous examination of the evidence, the judgments that lasted over 3 hours, and one that I think clearly will find its way into the records of law as far as Ghana is concerned. And again, I would reiterate that initially people thought that the whole thing was child's play. They were actually trying to mock the attempt. But you saw the evidence that was led at the trial. Copious evidence showing systematic attempts by people to organize the overthrow of the government of Ghana. It started from not only meetings, but of course, a concerted effort to put together arms and ammunition. And they actually prepared arms and ammunition to that effect. It was a trial that we put on trial about 10 persons, 5 of them being military officers, a colonel even involved, and other military officers of various ranks, as well as a police officer, as well as one civilian who is part of the Ghana Armed Forces, works in the Ghana, a civilian employee in the Ghana Armed Forces. So really the effort was quite systematic, it was very deliberate. The prosecution was able to establish clearly all the concerted efforts of the various persons, 6 of them who were convicted. And I believe, of course, the first accused would also have been convicted, Dr. Magraheb, because he was actually the grand architect of the whole scheme. But for his untimely demise, clearly, I'm sure he would also have been convicted, and therefore 7 of them would have been convicted. But today, we have 6 out of the 9 people convicted. And for me, it sends a strong signal to the nation that any attempt at all to destabilize the nation, any attempt to organize overthrow of the constitution will not be countenanced and will be taken quite seriously. We saw how the persons involved in the scheme recruited various military officers and devised with them a means of ensuring that the president will be killed and that various other persons will also be killed, and even mapped out a clear strategy for doing that. Unfortunately for the Republic, some of the military officers came out and reported to their superiors, and their superiors deliberately asked them to continue with the plan or with a view to unraveling the full scheme that they had put together. And we must thank God, and we must also pay compliments to the Defense Intelligence of the Ghana Armed Forces, because they actually monitored the people over a period of about 2 years and systematically gathered all the evidence, video recordings, audio recordings, and whatever. So, apart from commending the court for the relatively expeditious manner in which the trial has been conducted, we must also pay compliments to the Ghana Armed Forces, the military command, especially the Defense Intelligence, who picked up the right signals and cleverly monitored them and indeed gathered the evidence. Otherwise, I'm sure.
So this is what they had to say about, this is what the attorney had to say about why they decided to hang these men, because these men even decided they wanted to kill Akufo Addo. Do you understand? It was their plan to kill the sitting president. This happened in 2019, and now the judgment has come in 2024. And I mean, this is to clear everybody's mind, let everybody understand why the court decided to do this, because they are saying that it is an act that shouldn't be entertained. Coup d'etat is an act that shouldn't be entertained. So they want to make people understand the penalty it comes with when you want to try something like that. I hope you've understood why the court decided to take that decision. A lot of people didn't understand. A lot of people were saying that this act should be abolished. A lot of people were talking so many things. But I believe that now everybody understands why the court took this decision after I've explained. Guys, you know that here we tell you and we bring you the information that is trending on social media. Please subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notifications so that when we post a video, you get a notification. My name is Kwabena.